Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aries, June 1, 2022. Mars is now transiting in harmony with your sign, and it's a nice energy boost for you. You are turning a corner concerning energy and confidence. You are especially eager and energetic during this cycle that lasts until July 5th. This transit highlights your braver nature, which in turn attracts more adventure or spirit to your life. This cycle comes after a pretty introspective trend that's been with you since mid-May, so that your eagerness to experience life without worrying too much about the why, where, and what can be particularly refreshing. Symbolically, you are beginning to move on instead of nursing your feelings and suspicions. Today, you might gain appreciation or recognition for your work or perhaps even projects that you've done in the past and forgot about. You can feel almost fearless when it comes to solving problems and addressing troubles today. Crushing on someone who's at a distance from you? Whether it be a long-distance love affair, or your interest in someone from a different cultural background, one thing's for sure, exciting chapters await. For instance, the moon will conjunct lucky Jupiter, celestial ruler of your romantic fifth house of passion, and the wounded healer, Chiron, all the while sitting alongside Mars and Venus in Aries. Activating your exotic ninth house of adventure, expansion, and unknown territory, you're not only feeling as energized as ever but also inspired to move forward. Don't let your fears hinder you. As Mercury retrograde in Taurus trines Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, something may come to light that shifts your perspective about work. You can use any realizations to make long-term changes to your work life, like a slow career change or taking on different responsibilities. Something could also come out in conversation that puts your current job and career path into a much-needed perspective. Accept whatever comes out during this trine, as it could help you stabilize your professional path. The Moon and Mars departure from your financial sector yesterday brings a chance to regroup, especially as this ended a 5-month push to give money matters maximum momentum. Having the Moon here in the final days gave you an additional edge while leaving you with your financial instincts and imagination fueled, as for the first time this year there is a chance to regroup. Family and friends feel especially drawn to you and are paying you a great deal of attention. If you've been intending to renew old friendships or resolve a dispute, but didn't know how to go about it, now is the best time to cast aside your misgivings and go ahead. You will be welcomed and forgiven, and glad that you took the first step. Relax and take some time to smell the flowers. The stars aren't aligned for accomplishing much more than that. And why should they be? This is a time to look at your life and embrace its bounty. You should spend today with your partner. Together you should create a conscious time in which you can experience some romantic hours with each other. Don't forget to nourish and cherish your relationship even if you have spent many years together. If you keep reminding each other of that and treat each other with respect, there is hardly any obstacle in your way to have a long-lasting and happy relationship. The planetary alignment makes this a good day for snuggling, getting closer to your loved ones if possible, or just being a good parent, spouse, and friend. You may notice that your focus is not on those relationships that don't move you. The people you don't really click with or the average person on the street may not be the recipient of your smile today. Stay close to home and be present to your emotional truth. Take time to get better in touch with your emotions today. With the vibration that's occurring today, this kind of introspection will come much more easily to you. It's a part of your life path to express yourself, yet without taking regular personal inventory of where you're at in life in the present, this powerful aspect of you can be stifled. Put more energy into quiet reflection than talking or creating today. The work you do afterward will show much more depth and personalization. The Moon is still in your relationship sector after yesterday's new moon and not due to leave until tomorrow. This is allowing you to remain emotionally engaged. A new moon brings with it a chance for new beginnings, and with the Sun and Moon both moving forward and aligned, this creates the kind of momentum that you can catch a ride on. A lot of water has passed under the bridge on the relationship front over the last 2 years, with a chance now to draw a new line in the sand. With the moon still in your relationship sector after yesterday's new moon, there is a chance to remain emotionally engaged just as an alignment between Mars and Jupiter in your romantic sector starts to separate. The stars have not only aligned on the romantic and relationship fronts but in a way that will continue to evolve. Our eyes in the sky. The moon enters Gemini today after galvanizing the sign of Taurus in the early morning. When the moon enters Gemini, we want to open our hearts, minds, and mouths while expressing our sentiments. The moon in Gemini is extremely curious, which means that we could try to uncover secrets that may not need to be discussed. Mercury, the planetary ruler of the Gemini moon, is still retrograde and will be until June 3rd, which means we can expect a lot of miscommunication in the evening. It's important to reread texts and emails and think before speaking in order to avoid problems with others. Mars and Jupiter link up in Aries in the morning and gently touch the Gemini moon in the evening. This energy can bring out impatience, irritability, and frustration. Since this planetary connection occurs in Aries, it's important for us to slow our roll in the way we deal with other people. Not reacting on impulse is key. The bottom line is that words can hurt today, which is why it's important to hold back a lot of what you want to say in an effort to keep the peace. In the morning, the Gemini new moon suggests that we set intentions for engagement, intellectual clarity, and being witnessed in new ways. This is a time to get curious about ourselves and others, as well as to become active in our local communities. We are lit up with inspiration under this influence. Inquisitiveness guides our choices, making this an excellent moment to undertake a research project, begin a writing assignment, or make new friends. Although this moon makes no exact aspects, wide sextiles to Jupiter and Mars in Gemini encourage us to synthesize our mental and physical energies. As we discover new meaning in the world around us, keeping the moral high ground and remembering our goals and principles will help us to make the most out of this lunation. In the late afternoon, the Gemini moon sextiles Chiron in Gemini. On the heels of the Gemini new moon, new insights and awareness are being provoked, necessitating that we examine wounds that have kept us from voicing our truth. There may be any number of reasons why we have hidden our fire. In youth, we might have been told we were too much. This criticism has subsequently made us self-conscious and resentful of those who seem able to move through life with the confidence we lack. At this time, we encounter safe spaces for organic self-expression, enabling us to heal.